everybody is connecting with their audience using webinars. Are you? If you're not, then you're missing out on a considerable number of sales. That's right, webinars can be used to convert leads into sales. Usually, you're not going to have a webinar with people who have already bought. What you're trying to do with the webinar is to convert people who are on the fence. They need a little extra nudge, and a webinar is how you do it. The way you do that is by utilizing Zoom. I created a step-by-step video series which will teach you everything you need to know about how to engage your audience with Zoom. So let me help you accelerate your success today. Scroll down this page below to learn more about it.
So you finally learned how to create a high-converting webinar from scratch. You applied that knowledge, you took action, you spent days or even weeks creating that webinar. You're super excited and you launch it to the public. In terms of results, you're amazed. You start imagining all these customers that you're going to reach, all the profits that you're going to make because you have hundreds of people signed up on your webinar. But on the day of that webinar, you only get 10, 20 people signed up. What? Yeah. I know it's depressing and you're probably thinking, what in the world happened to the rest of the 100 people that signed up? Where did they go? Why didn't they sign up? Why didn't they attend? The truth is this. It's a known fact that the majority of people will not attend your webinar, even though that they sign up for it. But there is a way to increase that number, which we'll talk about in this video series. On top of that, you're going to discover why your existing webinar isn't producing the sales conversions that you want. You'll also learn how to take it to the next level and skyrocket your sales conversions and get as many people to your webinar as you can. So just a quick videos overview here. We got video number 1, which is the introduction to webinar conversions. So obviously in this case, you need to have a webinar or have a webinar planned in your mind because this video course is going to be focusing on increasing the conversions of your webinar. So in the introduction, we'll talk about the tools that you're going to need, quick overview of the video course, and in video number 2, we'll talk about the biggest mistakes that most webinar hosts make that lose sales. So obviously you don't want to make these same mistakes. Video number 3, we're going to talk about how to increase your actual attendee rate. So like I said earlier, you might have 100 or 200 people sign up. Only 20 people might actually show up for the actual webinar. Now, while that is the case across the board, there are ways to actually increase the number of attendees. Video number 4, we're going to talk about webinar email schedule. I'm going to give you a layout of a recommended schedule, what you do on the first day, what you do on another day, and what you do right before the webinar. So I'm going to give you a time-tested schedule, so you don't really have to think. Video number 5, we're going to talk about email follow-up and reminder templates. So up until the webinar, you obviously need to follow up with your sign-ups, and you want to do it in such a way that it will attract them to actually attend your webinar. So I'm going to show you actual templates. You can swipe it. We'll give you swipe files. You can use it on your own. You can customize it so that you can get up and running fast. Video number 6, we're going to talk about getting people to run through your door. In terms of, okay, once you have the webinar done, how do you get more sales? And then how do you get more sales after the webinar? Video number 7, we're going to give you some after the webinar follow-up templates. So it's similar to video number 5, but it's video number 5 is before the webinar. Video number 7 is after the webinar, and I'm going to show you some actual templates and swipe files that you can use and that you can customize for your own webinar follow-up system. So with that said, with this video course, you can start discovering how to take your existing webinar to the next level and skyrocket your sales conversions. Grab this video course today, and we look forward to seeing you on the inside and sharing you some tips, tricks, and strategies that you'll find in this video course to help you get set up really, really fast. Companies say this over and over again, and we found the same with our experience. Webinars have become the most powerful marketing channel for acquiring customers. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a live webinar either. Webinar replays are just as powerful simply because they combine the elements of video and engagement, allowing you to showcase your products and services right in front of the eyes of your prospect. If done right, they prove extremely useful and convert skeptical prospects into loyal customers. Of course, up until this point, you may have bought access to a powerful webinar software and you have the ability to run webinars, but now what? How do you get people to sign up for your webinar? Typically, most people use the standard or default webinar landing pages that come with the platform. However, that's a major mistake. Why? Simply because most webinar platforms do not specialize in sales copy or converting prospects. Rather, they use standard copy that simply doesn't convert. So if you want to know how to convert your prospects into customers, you must create your own landing pages and your own sales copy. Finally, you'll discover how to create high-converting webinar landing pages using a real proven strategy starting today. This 9-part video course is designed to show you how to quickly and easily get more people attending your webinars. Here's a quick video's overview of what's inside this video course. We have video number 1, which is the introduction. Number 2, which is before the sales copy. Number 3, we'll talk about the benefits. So we'll actually take a bottom to top approach, and there's a reason why. And video number 4, we're going to talk about headlines and subheadlines once you have access to those benefits. Video number 5, we'll talk about freebies, giving away lead generation, lead magnets, or freebies. Video number 6, we're going to talk about curiosity, how you can build curiosity to get somebody to actually fill in their name and email address and sign up for the webinar. And video number 7, we're going to talk about scarcity, how you can use scarcity to get people to sign up quickly. Video number 8, we're going to talk about compliance, such as legal pages. And video number 9, we're going to talk about inside the webinar funnel itself. So go ahead and grab this video course now so you can start converting more webinar prospects into loyal customers.